Alright, here's the challenge. How do you bring the spirit of One Piece to life in a pair of sneakers? Well, today we're diving into the world of Luffy and Zoro, two of the most fearless characters out there. If you know One Piece, you know Luffy and Zoro are more than crewmates. They are warriors with big dreams. Luffy always chasing the One Piece, and Zoro, the loyal swordman at his side. By the way, this is not Zoro's sword. I know. It's Law sword. So if you're ready for this adventure, stick around because these shoes are going to be legendary. Enough talking, let's begin.
Alright guys, this step is the easiest but also the most important. If you don't properly prepare the surface you're working on, the paint might not stick well, and your results won't be the best. First, we always check the condition of the Nikes to make sure there are no manufacturing defects. Even though Nike is an amazing company, it's normal for this to happen sometimes. We set the box aside, and with a bit of cotton and our trusty leather preparator and deglazer from Angelus, we start removing all the factory finish from the shoes until they are completely clean. I usually go over the shoes 2 or 3 times to make sure they are perfectly prepared. The next step is sketching. I already had the image transferred to my shoe, but if you're interested in knowing how do I do this process, let me know in the comments. After that, I simply use a very fine tip marker. I always like to use a really good ones from Sakura brand, which you can find on Amazon at a great price. The link will be in the video description. We'll outline the images so that when we start applying colors, all the areas are perfectly defined. And that's it. The sketch should be as clean and clear as possible to work with. With the sketch ready, we move on to my favorite part, adding colors to the design. For this step, I recommend being very patient if you want the final result to look as close as possible to the digital sketch. Mixing colors can be a bit tedious, but it's very important. Especially when creating skin tones. Personally, it took me a long time to find the right color combinations to achieve the results I wanted. Once you have your colors ready, start applying each shade to the right area. Don't worry if the first layer looks a little bit strange, that's normal. To make the colors look brighter and clean, you'll need to go over them as many times as needed. And a small tip, mix your colors just a little bit lighter because they tend to dry darker on the leather. Zoro's original color was going to be blue. Oda changed it to green to make him stand out. Imagine Zoro without his iconic green hair, that's impossible. Zoro was inspired by a real-life pirate, Francois Lolonais? I'm not really sure if I'm saying this okay, but I'm trying. This corsair is known for his ferocity in battles, just like our favorite swordman. Did you know Zoro's bad sense of direction has a purpose? Oda gave him this trait to add some comic relief to his serious personality, and it totally works. Zoro never gives up. In Thriller Bar arc, he endured Luffy's pain to his own body and delivered one of the most epic lines in the series. Nothing happened. That scene is just legendary. Did you know that Oda created Luffy inspired by his favorite food? That's right. Luffy is a reflection of Oda's love for meat. That's why our captain is always eating and never seems to get full. Luffy almost had a different name. During One Piece early development, Oda considered naming him Luffy Taro. Aren't you glad he stuck with Monkey D. Luffy? Luffy is immune to one of the deadliest attacks, bullets. Thanks to his rubber body, bullets just bounce off. But funnily enough, he's terrified of needles. His laugh is iconic. In Japanese, Luffy's laugh with a unique shi. Oda wanted his laugh to reflect his unbeat personality, and it becomes a signature trait. Once the colors are in place, use a very fine brush to carefully outline your design with precision, making sure not to smudge it. This step requires patience, but it's worth it. Just this process of painting and outlining took me about 4 to 5 hours. Crazy, right? Once the whole process is finished, we place the laces in position so they fit properly, and of course, we polish every detail. Removing any stains is crucial for achieving a perfect finish. For this, we can use pure acetone or Angelus Preparator and deglazer. For this design, I decided to add a small detail on the sole with a color that contrasts well with the overall design. To finish, we applied 1 or 2 layers of acrylic finisher, also from Angelus, to fully seal everything. For those of you who haven't watched One Piece yet, because you think it's too long, I want to share from my experience that at first, I didn't want to give it a chance for the same reason. But one day, I decided to watch the first episode, and I got hooked so much that now, being up to date with the anime, it really hurts to not being able to watch, I don't know, 4 or 5 episodes in a row. By the way, it has become my favorite anime. From the bottom of my heart, I really recommend giving it a chance, because I promise you will not regret it. For the box, I simply wanted to draw an inspiration from the iconic final emoji of the One Piece episodes, the classic to be continued scream. I transferred the emoji and, with a lot of patience, carefully painted until I achieved the desired result.
fan and want to see more anime-inspired art, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss out. And tell me in the comments which anime character or epic duo do you want to see next. And here is a hint. Next video might feature a legendary new form or an epic show that you will want to miss. Stay tuned, and goodbye.